gentlemen, we're dead!
We're dead!
Woo! We sure are.
Welcome to another definitely not live stream of the Concord Illuminati. My name is Molly, and I'm joined by a wonderful group of heroes. You're going to see some new faces here. I want to give them a chance to introduce themselves and have you get to know our cast once again, the ones you knew and loved back then, and the ones you still love now. But let's get started with the new blood. New blood, will you introduce yourself?
Oh, goodness. Hi, I'm Raylan. My pronouns are he, him, and they, them. I'm going to be playing a pugilist. I'm very excited. I know I played once before in a smaller game, and I had a lot of fun, so I'm really looking forward to this.
Did you play in Tales of the Concord?
I happened to, yes,
What?
actually.
Oh my-
I played Pike.
Oh my gosh.
I love that show. It's so good.
It's so good! All right.
Is that how you say that? Also, side note, I've been saying pugilist for a long time.
It is pugilist, yes.
Oops.
And so
Oops.
what's your name? What's your pronouns? Who are you playing? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Scarlett. I will be playing Oddysey or Odd, and my pronouns are she, her, and Odd's pronouns are he, him. He is a accursed fellow.
Of House Silver Spear. And then we have his housemate, Zivandaba.
Yes, hello. My name is Isabel. My pronouns are she, her. The character I play is called Kendall Vaiselen, and his pronouns are he, him.
And now, the floating butterfly of the group. Would you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Adora. I use she, her pronouns. And I'm playing... Oh, nice, you fixed it. I'm playing Celestrina, which is different from the character that I was playing last season. Sorry to crush everyone's dreams, except for mine, I guess.
All right, so...
She uses she, her pronouns also.
Love that. And so, let's get started on this second arc. As a deep rumbling shakes the ship underneath the feet of Kendall, Oddysey, and Elin as they ride this giant ship out away from the port of Adorablue. A moment rings in Elin's ears.
And them, Srivnar. Earn your place among the Vision's emissary, or death will be the least of your concerns.
This disembodied voice rings out around the chamber, deep in the minds of the Mithril Isle. From this large purple and orange eye, the eye blinks one last time with an unsettling squelch, and with a sickening crack, the eye is gone. Yes, Tekokaru, rings the voice of Srivnar the Fell, void magic vibrating out of his physical form. He slams the sacrificial knife one more time into the table, and a wall of black tentacles in despair wash over the Concord. Elin shakes once more, shuddering at the memory. She scribes all of this into great detail into the journal of Irbalar, once their captain, now a captive of the Mithril Guard on the small island of Etunao. Today is Mburi, the 36th day of the month of Kianatan. 15 days ago, the crew of the Foreolis washed up on the shore of the island of the Mergoblins. 11 days ago, the heroes of Estipena did their best to wrest control of the city's curse magic back from the giants, meeting their end, drowning in a driving rain. A gust of cold air howls northward from the ever-churning. Rituals that stood uninterrupted for thousands of years grind to a halt as the heart of the atoll begins to slow. Currents rocket into the surrounding waters, driving cold air towards the island of the Mithril Elves. The icy water laps at the giant ship, anchored just a few hours outside of the port of Adorablue. Aelin stands up from her makeshift writing desk, jostling the crates that she was leaning on. A low tone overtakes her typically cheery demeanor. Estipena? It's in ruins. Thousands of people disappeared, and even more died. The Ukabetris family were all killed, and the High Temple of Kexla collapsed around the remaining faithful. The royal line of Sahuagin are all but extinguished. She mumbles as she seems to scribble a series of coordinates into the journal and puts final notes on the sketch of the ship. Oddie, they're saying they're going to secure an archmage to teleport themselves to our position. They want to see the dragon themselves, and they're saying to have Jenkins navigate us back to the port.
Who? Your commanding officers?
Yeah.
Oh, well. I mean, I guess we should probably do what they say, right? I mean, we don't have any reason to believe that they wouldn't be on our side here.
Other than just being Oddysey.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess they would know best. Right? Yeah.
Well put, Oddysey. Yeah. Yes.
Well, I'm not going to sail this ship back by myself.
And
as he promptly trips over a piece of rope on the floor.
As the boat sways, and that one ball bearing just dinks from side to side. Ding. Ding.
My nemesis.
And she looks at Kendall and she'll say, "So, if you're done necrotizing me, are you okay to go back to port? Have you gotten to spend enough time with the dragon?"
I just want to know if you actually listen to anything that comes out of my mouth.
By now, you should know. Definitely not.
Okay. Then does it matter what I say?
Just don't necrotize me. I know you're mad. And she will kind of she'll direct Jenkins, if no one else will, to set sail back to the port of Tivra.
Sorry, you just said that, and I realized we haven't had a conversation with this dragon, and we could
not yet.
It's still knocked down.
Is it? I was going to say, isn't it asleep or?
It is knocked down. You have the amulet of control on you. I believe I think Kendall has it. But you know that using it would cause the dragon pain from what you've read it.
Right. And we don't know how to free the dragon from the. Yeah. Okay. So I think you guys. Are we in agreement that we should probably try and free this dragon before we talk to it, just because it's the humane thing to do?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me.
I don't want to talk to a dragon. It's terrifying.
Oh, I will talk to the dragon. Don't you worry.
All right, Oddie. You got all that practice with Josephine.
The dragon as well.
Have you gone down and looked at it?
Yeah, it's a big old dragon.
I mean, I want to go take a peek for scientific reasons. I might make a couple
science, of course,
sketches and just see, what the vibe is. I've seen that. I saw the Emerald Dragon, and I just would like to, make some comparative notes.
Oddie, you're doing so good with your spy journaling. I'm betting you're getting even better at your animal journaling.
Thank you. I have made some really, really nice headway with my watercolors, so I'm pretty pleased.
I'm sure Silver Spear's proud of you. Well, it's good. I know that they didn't train you in anything physical, but I guess this is a good second.
Well, that's not my primary concern, I would say, is Silver Spear being proud of me, but I'm proud of me. And I think that's the important thing here, Elin.
I love that for you. And so you'll go down and you see this large the kind of vibrations of the ship. It's loaded up with mithril. It's loaded heavily with mithril, and so the ship is bobbing low. And you go down and you see kind of fairly tightly seems to be pressed against the fore of the ship, and you see that rune that's inset with the dark purple markings that you recognize as the kind of giant's blood magic. Sit down there. What else would you like to know?
So, is the dragon still? It's physically bound, or it was just being bound by this emerald or trinket?
It's bound by the rune underneath it, and you see that the rune and the necklace that you have, the control necklace, are the same. And so you feel like this, like activating this would give this freedom or whatever it is. Would give you control over it. But it seems to be sort of stuck to the floor.
I want to make as detailed of a sketch as I can in this amount of time of like the setup of the ritual and the rune, just because I assume they're going to move everything, and if we need to refer back to it or whatever.
Great. So you will do that, absolutely. Kendall, anything you're doing in this trip back to Vara?
Kendall would be praying to Kendrick for guidance on just trying to get an idea of how to even approach this dragon once they start talking. Obviously, like, he doesn't expect full answers right now from Kendrick. He's just more trying to center himself than anything.
Okay. And so you will spend some time in that mist, in the kind of dark swirling obsidian mist. Just sort of kind of breathing in and out and watching the wheel turn. And you'll feel some more peace than you usually do. But nothing comes to you right off the top. And so after about an hour, so make sure that you all take the benefits of a long rest. After about an hour, a flavor text will be scrolled to. A portal will burn into existence on the main deck of this giant ship, as sparks of silver and green arc and skitter across the ship. Out steps a regal-looking drow. Dark gold thread lines a cloak of tremendous blue. A clasp with the evil eye holds the cloak together in front of them. Your eye catches a flash of gray and silver as intense green eyes settle on Aelin and the party. The lieutenant, overseeing Aelin, steps forth and introduces themselves. They are followed by a group of stern-looking wood and high elves, some of them wearing pins with golden dragons, other wearing red and black teardrops on their lapels. At the last moment, a disheveled wizard with a handful of spellbooks clatters through the portal. Her lapel adorned with the green and silver moonblades, that of House Silverspear. All totaled, about 12.5 people pour out of the portal before it falls shut. The drow turns to the party and says, "Hello, I'm Nora Calerath. You're the person you've been writing to in the journal. Who's Kendall? Might I talk with them?"
That would be me.
Very nice to meet you, Kendall. You're very well written. I do appreciate you turning the journal back over to Aelin. And it was very, very much appreciated. She's got such a... I'm still misgendering this character even after Grumblebee is gone. It's so bad. She's got such a detailed way of writing. Obviously, we wouldn't come here for nothing. We've seen our eyes mostly lie to the south, well, to the north of where we are now. I know that we told you that Estepena was under attack, but it's been razed. The giants destroyed the whole city. And we see that they've got plans on the city of Hodmoors to the north. And we see a blockade moving into place. Our navy will be ready to counterattack shortly after it falls into place at the end of the month. But we want to get this ship and the dragon that's on it back to the Ethereal Isles so we can study this magic. If you'd be okay with me doing so.
Well, I think it would be probably good to find out if the dragon would be okay with you doing so. It is a sentient being, is it not?
Odd gives a thumbs up from behind the Drowsback to Kendall.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did not see you there. Who are you?
That's okay. That happens to me a lot. My name is Odd. I'm sort of the unofficial dragon expert of our crew.
The unofficial dragon expert. Got it. Well, that's wonderful. Well. Hello. So, Aelin, I'm going to, given that you've made such a close alliance with this green dragon, I'm going to need you to guide our silver spear friend, and he'll motion to the kind of disheveled mage with a handful of spellbooks, to the Isle of Nilbananji. And Aelin will kind of nod and say, "That's fair." And so she'll say, then she'll turn and she'll say, "What happened to Urbalar? I know that he turned on us, but where is he?"
We have the captive under control in our custody.
Is he here on the ship?
I don't think so. I actually don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't think he is on our ship, right? He's
no.
still
Okay. He's on the island.
Yeah, he's on the island. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Before we take the dragon back up to the Ethereal Isles, I think that we've got to get a hold on what the hell is going on with Captain Urbalar. So we should make haste for this Mithril Isle. God, it's been a long time since I've been there.
So you guys brought some magical runic experts with you to help contain this dragon, or how do you plan on transporting it? Some powerful magic going on here.
I did plan on taking it in the ship that it's currently in.
You're just going to leave it in this state, in this miserable, painful state during transport?
We've got our best mages here, but how are we... it's possible that they'll find a solution, but I don't know. It's completely new.
Well, I mean, if you did bring...
Sorry, is there any way we can speak to the dragon horde? Because I know it's being controlled, but doesn't that mean we can still speak to it? Or
but by all means, if you'd like to try to speak to it, be my guest.
I don't think we can speak to it safely and in good conscience without freeing it. Do you have someone that could help us? Like a Rooney type guy?
I don't have a Rooney type guy, but maybe
back in the Ethereal Isles.
Maybe back in the Ethereal Isles, there would definitely be someone there. We didn't want to send any of our best mages here because danger, obviously. So perhaps let me see if my mage friend has any scrolls that might be of use to us. And they're gonna kind of look for like a commune type spell or like a telepathic link type spell. And they'll pull out a scroll and they'll give it to Oddysey and say, "Well, this is your best bet."
Okay. Do I know if I can use this safely without hurting the dragon, or if it's going to be the same situation? Like any communication is going to be.
You know that the sigil causes pain, but you don't have any reason to believe anything else would.
Okay. I'm gonna chat. Just Kendall and Aelin are with me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well. Okay. So, are there any? Is there anything that you guys want to know from this dragon before I go into this chat?
Well, we're going to spend a lot of time communing with it, and Nilmananji herself, if they have any information about what's going on, who's Tekokaru, who are these people, why are the giants attacking, anything that they know.
What's going on with Aviv?
That would also be a great idea. I haven't experienced this problem that you've had, but...
Okay, well, Odd's gonna give it a shot and use this route.
Cool. So
Use this scroll.
you pop open this scroll and you read it off. You drop the incantation. That the mage is kind of standing over your shoulder, like, actually, this is pronounced blah blah blah, and they're like, you'll get it on your feet. And so you'll go down there and sort of be sitting there, kind of communicating mind to mind with this dragon.
Hello, my friend. I'm sure you're in pain, and I'm sorry. I mean you no harm.
And it breathes. There's like, it's like a slower, more relaxed breath, but it's still labored.
Mm-hmm.
And it's looking at you. Its eyes are open, looking at you.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened to you?
This is all it's ever been.
Were you imprisoned as a hatchling?
And they don't know the word hatchling.
I'm gonna
they'll say, like,
envision a baby dragon.
yeah, and so they'll just say,
This is home.
Bummer, bro. Well, I'd like to offer you a better home if I can.
Okay.
Do you know why you were captured?
I have. This has only ever been home.
Okay. While you were at home, did you ever feel any disturbances in the magic? And I kind of like try and portray the feeling of what the weave feels like inside.
and they will say,
Yes, the bells.
The bells?
The bells.
What does that mean?
Mother has the bells.
Your mother has bells? And I'm going to show like an image of what I think a bell looks like to confirm.
and so they'll say, he doesn't know what a bell looks like, so he'll just be like, I don't know about that, but they'll say like the noise, like the timber, like they just he kind of just thinks of it as like the noise or the bell or the tone.
Can you play the bells for me? Like,
No.
can he portray this sound mentally so I know what it sounds like? No. Okay.
Well, I mean, he's experienced the interruption of the weave when they use like one of the. So he'll say like
that they play the bells on the bad ones.
and so he'll kind of show you like for the dragons who are unruly, that they will put more rings around them, and that they will use them as the resonating fork. Kind of like you look, and the way that he thinks of it is like the bells.
Okay. Do you know how many of your brethren are imprisoned?
Home. How many of my brothers are home?
Yes.
That, and then like they'll show you like about like a dozen blue wormlings, and they'll kind of show you like some hatchlings that are in a kind of in a cold place, and you see a lot of this void magic whirling around them. And you'll also see some amethyst and some topaz and some ametrine, some orange kind of dragons, as well as some red. Okay. And so he'll show like many colors, many different types.
When he shows me this image, they're all in the same place?
It's sort of like blips.
Sure. I'm going to get kind of excited and say, like, where is this? Do you know where this is? Where is home?
Silver.
Silver. Can you show me anything else about home?
And cold, and then you get the feeling of cold, windy mountains.
Okay. I'm gonna like lay my hand on his haunch or on their haunch. I guess we never found out what the gender of this dragon was.
All dragons are non-binary.
Oh, there you go. I'm gonna lay my hand on their haunch and just try and project calmness and thank them and tell them that there's gonna be a better home and we're gonna get them and as many of their other siblings to a better home as we can.
The last thing that you'll see, so all of the whelplings that he will show you are have the orange glowing collar, right?
Okay.
He'll show two larger green emerald dragons that don't have a collar, but seem to be calmly moving through the area.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. I might ask about those two dragons when he shows me that. Just like,
Okay.
who are they?
Favorite.
Are they
Mother's favorite.
Mother's favorite? Who is Mother? Can you show me Mother?
And you get this picture of this giantess with this kind of wreath of tentacles and this vertical mouth and these deep set black eyes.
Okay, cool. All right.
And you also get a picture of a of like the scepter that has the skull with kind of tentacles coming out of the eyes and the orify. And you are remembering when Ifef described the initial assault on Rilamunta and how he described Hirja. It's bearing a lot of resemblance for you.
Okay. Cool. So I'm going to thank him. And I'll let Kendall know. I'm also going to, even though I recognize this person as this giantess as Hirja, I think I'm going to try, as soon as I come out of this communication, I'm just going to sketch her really quickly so I can show her the image that I saw to
It's
my
unsettling
companions.
to sketch. You look
I don't
at
like
it
it.
and you're like, yuck.
Maybe I'll tear it. I'll very painstakingly tear the pages out of my journal, trying not to leave tear marks in my research journal, and it clearly pains me, but I don't want to leave it in there.
I always try to avoid leaving tear marks in my research journals, but it's so hard. It's so.
I always leave tear marks in my journal.
That's what I heard.
That's
also.
mostly about my emotional state.
We're
So
making
hard
the
not to
same
leave tear
joke.
marks.
Hey, ho. I heard tear again when you said it, so I was
Oh
like,
yeah. Well, yeah. I had to give like plausible deniability.
no, I'm just sad.
But I said tear.
All right. Anything else, Oddysey?
No, I don't think so. That's
Cool.
perfect.
So as you arrive back, and so the Norikel will kind of will you relay any of this to them?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone. I'm gonna show them all I guess it's not in my journal anymore. I'm gonna like gingerly hold up the offensive drawing.
Okay, and so you will see Norikel will say, well, it's good to know what we're up against. It's scary about the two green worms. Didn't you say that the one that's trapped in the volcano was a green worm?
It was, yes. And it also had
eggs.
several eggs stolen from it as well. So
They
to
may
think that
think
there are adult green dragons who are knowingly endangering these young is ghastly.
That is, in fact, that is an accurate description. Any
guess.
leads on dispelling it?
I don't think they really understood. It seems like this life is the only life that they've ever known. I don't think they had any information on how we might dispel its affliction, unfortunately.
That's terrifying.
Indeed.
And you'll see that the Silver Spear mage is sort of sitting there, like scribbling frantically. The House Shalara are just kind of milling about, and the House Durathil folks are just kind of milling about. What happened to Karis? Didn't you have a Durathil with you?
Yeah. Karis has family on the island, and I think that she went to go take care of that.
Just like her father, abandoned in military service for no reason. What the hell?
You know, Kyrus was a special little snowflake.
It's
Like
been
Karis
15
was a special little shark, and she just swam right out of here, just like she swam into my heart.
All right. Well, we'll see what we have to do about that.
She's not gone.
Did you meet Kizana?
I don't believe I have.
Okay. Well, better not to.
Who's Kazana?
Never mind. So you'll get back in and you'll see this is still the third night of No Hegua. We're still here. This is the third night. And so you'll get in and it's
We're still
later.
here, folks.
We're still here, folks. It's the third night, and you'll get in, and you will see you see the three peaks of Eternao and the forest rippling as it quickly shifts seasons as this confluence of planes between the Feywild and the material plane is here in full equinox towards its fading end. You see some, as you approach, you see up on the bluff where the city is, some of the walls of the city are kind of crumbled, but you see like people working to put it back up. And then you will also see you'll also see people down by the docks, and you'll see actually smoke coming out of the customs house, the kind of dock house. On the port, and so you'll pull in, and one of the Mithril Guard will come up and will say, welcome back. Why not? You can be Fallred. Well, hello, handsome. I didn't expect to see you so soon." And he'll kind of brush the hair by Kendall's ear, and he'll say, "How are you? Oh, so soon. It feels like it's been months. Alas, it's only been hours."
You're muted.
You're muted.
Farid.
You look very flirty, though.
But that happens when you miss someone, huh?
We had a couple of our folks chasing some giants into that house over there, the customs house over there, and why is he Irish now? We had a couple of our folks given chase to some giants, and then they started a fire in the customs house. Do you think that you could help them out and help them clear it out? I don't know what the giants could be after in there. Wow, everything sounds Irish to me now. I can't do Fallred anymore.
I just want to clarify.
My boyfriend.
I imagine Fallred as Nathan Fillion. Elf Nathan Fillion. I can't.
Nathan Fillion.
Sure.
Nelfin Fillion.
Could you please help out? Two of our folks are just over there trying to chase them in. Could you please help them out real quick?
Of course.
And so he'll kind of Oddysey, follow Kendall. Come on. And then he'll kind of he'll introduce himself to Norcal, and Norcal and him will get into a conversation. And as you arrive to the customs house, it's a fairly narrow building, thinking like Dutch row house. And as they approach the customs house, the first person you see is Llewellyn. What do they see as they approach Llewellyn?
So luckily we have a little bit of art, but he's most likely, given the situation at hand, kind of like sitting there very like hands on his hips, but he has what appear to be very, very pretty shiny brass knuckles. He's like, why in the world would they go and set the place on fire? I just wanted to, very like, come on, like I wanted to kick your butt. Now you're in there lighting the place on fire. Hair's kind of everywhere. Very simple clothing with the occasional like jewelry that seems to be well taken care of, but very just not having it at the minute.
And then our other standing beside him is
Yeah. Well, you said Llewellyn's name, so yeah, you see a Eladrin in sort of a summer form with like greenish maybe hair for now with like blue like she's very tall with like long hair and it's kind of like wavy and she's covered in like really shiny like armor that kind of like shines weirdly as in like the like especially in the firelight it's glinting in fascinating prismatic ways and yeah, what are our characters doing right now?
you're like you had just given chase to this group, and then the Mithril Guard had told you to hold up for reinforcements.
Okay.
And now reinforcements have arrived.
So yes, so she's just kind of waiting impatiently, just kind of like hand on hip,
The
like
shared
tapping her
impatience.
foot, like.
So I feel like when we walk up to this, Odd is immediately. I'm sorry. Say both of your characters' names again for me.
Llewellyn.
And Celestrina.
Llewellyn and Celestrina.
Yeah, the armor is blue with like silver.
Ooh.
Odd is immediately a little bit intimidated by Llewellyn just because the way you described yourself is very big and you look kind of angry.
Definitely looks like, despite being like only like 5'6", but still looks like he could probably punch a giant.
Space, yeah.
Yeah.
Odd is easily intimidated and doesn't like conflict, so he's gonna kind of like kind of shy away from that and maybe move towards Celestrina and just be like, "Oh, you're very sparkly."
Oh yes, I noticed.
I like your armor. It's really cool.
You noticed that you were sparkly. Very good. Great observation. What's going on here? Is there inside on fire?
Oh, you're the reinforcements?
I suppose we are. Conrad asked us to come help.
Yeah, they went in there. We were told not to go in anymore.
All right, well, let's go. Reinforcements are here.
All right, so
Yes,
you see
why
in front
don't
of you.
we?
So you hear the screaming of in Elvish of like help on the other side of the door. As you see kind of smoke coming out of the windows on either side of the building. And you should be able to interact with the map if you want to move up to it and open the door.
Where's the door?
The thinner bit of the wall in front of you.
Okay.
Can you open the door?
I opened the door.
Yeah, the door has been opened.
Cool. And so you see this spring Eladrin sitting there like help, and you see around them you see this kind of mess of thorns coming up out of the ground. And you see as you step in, you hear ting ting as shots bounce off of metal on the doorway, kind of like there's golden reinforced places or mithril places, and like shots seem to bounce off real quick. Are you having fun, Odd?
I'm like watching Odd going like this.
I'm on my laptop today, so I have a trackpad, and I'm trying to figure out how to zoom into the factory map, and that's all it keeps doing. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine.
And so you hear, so instinctively you will all kind of duck in front of this countertop that's in front of you, because this place would be like a fairly impressive like late 18th century government office, tin ceilings, but it's not tin because it's the Ethereal Isles. Mithril kind of thin plated ceilings, painted white and gold with with these natural wood exterior as representation of their origin in the Fae. And it's this really beautiful professional government office that has been filled with thorns. and now you've just had projectiles bounce off of the wood behind you. I just want to play the circus music. Like, I really hope this comes through on the thing, or more like that.
Oh, it's Benny Hill over here?
Yeah, Benny Hill.
Yeah. So I think right now we're getting shot at, and we don't know from where. So this is when Celestrina starts whispering an incantation that is, sounds very very fey in vibes, and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire and see what's going on over there.
All right, where are you going to cast it?
So this is all thorns. Like, how much can we see of it? Like,
so you see, like, this is 5 foot. This is spike growth. So it's 5 foot. You recognize this from, well, no, you don't, but it's spike growth. It's 5 feet tall. So if you stand up, shots will kind of ring out over your head. But you will be able to see kind of a series of desks that sort of are sticking out above the bramble as they sort of float on the sea of bramble. And then beyond it, there are some bookshelves. There's 4 rows of bookshelves, and you see all the way down on the right, there is a staircase going up.
My Fairy Fire doesn't say what its range is, just that it's a 20-foot cube. Oh, 60 feet. Okay, yeah. So over where the desks are, just anywhere that I can't see, it will be a 20-foot cube, like over there.
Okay, so I'm looking at I'm looking at Isabel's cursor. Yeah, so you throw it. If you throw it over it, you will see. You will thoroughly illuminate a very scared spring eladrin screaming for help.
Well, no, like way past them, right? Because you said that the spring eladrin is in the thorns.
They're on top of a desk in the thorns.
So
Okay,
I think what Adora's trying to do is Fairy Fire allows you to see invisible things.
It outlines. It outlines all objects, and if they don't fail if they fail their save, creatures in light. And so it seems like a good way to. Okay, I didn't have a good scale for where things were.
So
I
you'll
cannot
60 to 80. So this is the furthest you'll reach. And so you throw this out there, and the bookshelf becomes very well illuminated. You see the titles of many boring bookkeeping things.
If there's nowhere for people to hide over here, I'm not going to do it. If I can't.
So there's not really.
So there's bookshelves here, right?
Yep.
So if I kind of go 10 feet further this way, maybe it'll actually be useful. I'm really fine with people shooting at me.
All right, so then we are gonna roll for initiative.
Okay.
All right.
I hope this is okay in the way that this is going, then, based on that.
Oh boy, that's a solid number, me.
All right.
Strong.
I have apparently
Dice.
dragged Warden Test onto the map.
Oh no!
Is that is your character named Warden Test somewhere?
That was my character. I mean, I was using that character sheet to test. Does that answer your question?
Your token name is in fact Warden Test. Yes, Celestrina. There we go.
The character sheet has the name up to date. Maybe it doesn't
Yes,
update the token.
There's a special token name. This is great. I'm doing great.
We're doing
right.
great. Yeah, did you hear that
Test.
voice you did earlier? That was nuts. That was so cool. The voice for
Warden
the big eyeball. That was I was blown away.
It was very cool.
Warden Test. What is your initiative?
5.
I feel better.
My initiative's bad.
Kendall, initiative.
My
We
last
got
character was,
solid 7 over here.
I feel better.
my last character was really good at initiative.
Oddysey
15.
and Raylan.
I got a 9.
We're doing great, y'all. Doing great here.
Crushing
Um,
it.
Yeah.
So, You will step forward. A couple shots will ring out at you as prepared actions go off. Okay, that is a 17 plus do. Oh, this is not great. All right, a 22 hits. All right, and so you're going to take 5 piercing damage as a small pellet of mana drives itself through your armor, and you will also take another 3d6 piercing. So it'll be 10, 12.
So
on
it's
top of
17
that.
total?
Yep.
Okay.
As this-
Okay, you should describe what happens, and I'll describe what happens after.
So you hop up on this desk to try to get a better vantage point, and almost out of silence, you just feel this. You feel this projectile drive itself through your shoulder as another one pings off of your armor.
Yeah, okay. And it's like a mana projectile?
It doesn't seem to be made of metal. No,
There's not like
you don't have anything resting in your wound.
Yeah, so Celestrina, typically not that concerned about random arrows, suddenly just gets like completely just dumpstered by this magic mana thing, and is visibly like taking it. But as soon as this happens, her body starts to like almost catch fire, but like opposite, in like shadows wreath around her form in weird ways. And now, instead of the fire, like, I don't know if there's fire in this room, instead of the light glinting off the armor like in a weird prismatic way, the light is like being absorbed by the armor in a weird prismatic way.
Cool.
Everything's weird and prismatic.
I just think
All
that's,
right.
it's like an oil slick armor. Yeah.
Ooh.
So
All right. And then, so from what you see a spring Eladrin balancing on a desk. You see a kind of saying, "Help me, please jump to the desk. Help me. You got to get down though." And then you'll see another, and then you see a couple rows of bookshelves.
okay. So I can still fairy fire here, hopefully, for like the rows
Yep.
of bookshelves.
Yep.
So that's, I don't know if it's like my turn for initiative, but presumably, because that's the thing that I said that I would do first. And,
Yeah, I'll say that we start initiative with you, and then we'll go to Odd.
yeah, casting fairy fire. So they make anyone within a 20-foot cube, centered as far as I can, pretty much directly in front of me, rolls a dex save, and all this. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
So 60, 20. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
then
all
we
objects
get-
are illuminated in a dark, like almost ultraviolet light. All the different objects, and then if there's any, we'll see if there's any saves, and you'll tell me and then if not, it's just the objects.
So you see all of the objects are very well lit up. You don't see anything behind it. You see, again, all the books are very well lit up.
Okay, great. So then I will definitely assume from that there's nobody there. They might have succeeded on their save, but if not, I'd know that they're there, I think. I am wreathed in shadows. This is I'm going to explain the mechanics to the viewers, because we're showing off homebrew content. So I'm wreathed in shadows because I am playing a warden, and one of the options for the warden is to be like a shadow warden. And if you do that, then you get this ability where when you are below half hit points, you are wreathed in shadows, and attacks have disadvantage against you. Form of shadows, yeah. I think
Cool.
just melee attacks, though. So that's not that useful for being shot at, unfortunately. Yeah, and
So there is the desk that you could jump to in front of you, and you could take cover kind of like on this upturned desk so that they don't have a clear shot at you. You could dip back behind the counter that you're standing on and take cover behind that.
yeah. How far apart are the desks? I guess more than 5 feet. It seems like from
so
each other.
If you jump, they're 5 feet side to side there, and then it's about 10 feet long ways. So
Cool.
like these two side to side, they're 5 feet, but that's about 5-10 feet.
Okay, I am going to. I'm assuming I can jump to the desk if I don't fall, then I'm not gonna be in the thorns.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna try to jump to the desk.
All right. Cool. So you jump
Okay,
because it's 10 feet, and you have a strength of what?
16.
Yeah. So you see kind of this heavily armored. You see them kind of like jump up, throw a spell out, get dinged with this shot, and then they jump like probably the longest distance you've seen someone jump in a minute since you fought a giant, at least. And you're just like, damn, that is a strong human or strong elf. Next
Wait,
up, what?
Well, so far I've been moving around quite gracefully, but when I land on the desk, it like creaks as though like my armor is maybe heavier than it looks. And sorry, I was gonna do something, but what I want to do is go to the edge of the desk here, and then use another ability.
Okay.
Yeah, so what I would like, ideally, if what does it say? I think it's a 10-foot radius cloud. Would this elf be in a 10-foot radius cloud with me?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to use Grasping Shadows, which is a bonus action. And this is also
Okay.
for the Shadow Warden. And I can summon forth Shadows of the Damned, creating a 10-foot radius cloud. And the sphere is heavily obscured from the outside. And
Love it.
I also can't see out, but nobody can see in. But we can see each other. So Celestrina like jumps over to the desk, thunk, and the desk kind of creaks, and then she like steps forward out, even though she could have taken cover behind part of the desk. She steps over it, forward again, which is, it seems foolhardy given how just, like I said, dumpstered she got a second ago. And but then she kind of like holds her because she's wearing a shield and a staff. She holds her staff and like kind of closes her eyes, and then just poof, she just disappears from sight as her and the spring Eladrin are suddenly obscured from you by a giant sphere of shadows.
Cool.
I don't know how tall the ceilings are, but it's
about 20-30 foot ceilings.
Okay, so you can still see over it, but this is just a 10-foot sphere centered on myself.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, now I'm done.
All right. Oddysey, you're up.
Cool.
Yeah.
And this Spring Eladrin is screaming for help?
Yep.
Okay, so there aren't any actual, like, enemies visible yet, right?
Yep.
Okay.
There are enemies, we just haven't found them yet.
Right. We just can't see them yet. Okay.
They're really far away.
They
Okay,
just haven't
so
revealed themselves.
Sure. Odd is going to and then you said we're all there, it's like a cloud of darkness? Celestia?
Yep. So there is
Celestina?
a
Yes.
so I will draw the darkness here.
But we can see in it, you said. Or we
No.
can just see each other.
Me and
No.
the elf can see each other.
Okay.
Nobody else can see in, and we can't see out.
Okay. Can we see, like, is it going to be like we're moving in darkness when we're inside of it, except for you can see the elf, or you can just kind of
No,
see everything
we
once you're
can
in there?
just totally fine once we're inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I am going to move. Let's see.
It's very cool. I don't know. This is very fun. I know I got dumpstered, but I'm having a great time. Like all my stuff's going off. I'm all shadows. It's all shadows.
Oops, all shadows.
Let's see.
I'm getting it lined up here.
I'm gonna take my dash action, honestly, and just come on up here. So in anticipation of helping this guy.
You would be running through 5 feet of thorns.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where are the thorns?
The big box.
It's the
thorns.
larger box.
Oh.
That's why we're jumping over to the desks.
I see now. All right, then yeah, I'll just follow Celestrina.
All right, so you will hop up. You will take a running start. Make an athletics check for me.
Oh, good. I am gonna use my twist of fate to roll that.
We're here! First one of the session, everyone!
Okay, good. 3.
Sorry, you just
Yep.
said you got a 3?
I sure did.
All right,
I mean, I rolled a 4, but I have -1 to athletics.
You fall forward into the bramble and take 4 piercing damage. And are here. You're also prone. I don't want to move that. And you are prone in the bramble, also in the darkness, if that is any consolation.
I can see, right? I can see because I'm...
Yes,
you can
yes,
see.
you can see me,
Oh, yeah,
and
okay.
you can
Good,
see
good.
the elf.
Good. But I am in the darkness. Well,
You are
that's
in the
fine.
darkness,
You know?
and you're prone in
Welcome
the bramble.
to my world.
It's lovely and dark in here.
It's not dark in here, actually.
Right. It's
Although it
lovely.
is scary,
And I
the rest of
imagine
the world
someone
is
looking
dark.
in would say,
It's
it's so dark in
pointy.
there.
Yeah.
Like we're in like a sphere, and we just can't see out. So it's kind of scary in here, but everything is illuminated nicely. In fact, well, nothing's illuminated as nicely as the bookshelves, but
Everything illuminated featuring Frodo Baggins, actually. Anything
That's
else,
my whole turn.
Odyssey?
Sorry. Nope, that's it. That's all I got.
Oh, okay. No bonus action, Jinx? Nothing?
No.
I don't know who you would
wanna,
jinx.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
jinx our friend.
All right, cool. So your friend, the Springaladrin, will stand up, and the form of the Springaladrin will drop, and you will see a small giantling jump over the desk at Clarissa.
Celestrina.
Celestrina.
Yeah, so here's a way to remember. Kendall, I didn't want to have a name that looked or sounded like at the beginning everybody else's name. So if it was, oh gosh,
Yeah. You blink.
Like,
You
good
blink
time,
her
like-
out of existence.
Good time stimming.
yeah. And when I disconnect,
All right.
we all
so
disconnect because I'm
good?
recording.
Are we good?
I think we're good. Anyways, if I was Clarissa or some other C like a k sound, then it would maybe be confusing with Kendall. But I'm not. I'm a s sound. So that is a clue for you for next time.
And as it is jumping over, it reaches into its pocket and pulls out a handful of colored powders, and will cast color spray, aiming at both Celestrina and Oddysey.
Cool.
10,
You know,
17.
I don't see
27.
Celestrina on the map.
It's
Oh, it's
Warden
just
Test.
white. It's just a white, like hooded.
I think I know where
Head.
you're supposed to be. It's just a blank spot. Let me refresh
So
and see if
I
it'll
have
fix that.
33. So Celestrina, you are blinded.
Wait, what? 33 damage?
33 hit points.
Nope. 33 hit
Oh.
points worth of blinding.
Right.
So
Okay.
how much was that? How much does that lose it for you?
Yeah.
I was at 14, so you have 20 or whatever. You have 19 left.
Does 19 blind you?
Do you have
Does it
19
hit
or
my-
more or less hit points?
I have more.
Great.
Okay, cool. And so this flash of color, and so the last thing that you see is this illusion dropping and this flash of color coming out, and then you see this creature, this giantling, pull out a shadow blade in one hand and an axe made of mana in the other hand, and it starts to growl. It's like points the shadow blade at Oddysey and points the axe at Celestrina, and it positions itself between the two of you.
Bob is like fumbling, trying to get up out of these brambles, and he's like, "How dare you take advantage of our kindness!"
And then this is how I traumatize my players. Next up is Llewellyn.
All right.
Which you don't know.
10,
Which
15,
you have no idea
I'm gonna,
what's going on in there.
I'm gonna jump in onto this desk.
Well, actually, you can hear Odd say, "How dare you betray our kindness?"
You know, I thought there was nobody in here, and then I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna try to jump. Do you want to make like an athletics check or anything?
What's your strength?
16.
There's no chance that you're going to fail that. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me pull up my character sheet so I can have it up at the same time now. Okay. What kind of action are you having that jumpy? Part of movement?
Part of your movement.
Okay. Then I'm going to... I'm not going to do anything too crazy right now. I'm going to do what I do best, which is punch them.
Okay, punch away.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to also punch them. That first one is going to be
you should maybe have like advantage since we're surrounding them and flanking them.
Oh.
Although, yeah.
You're not... unless if you want to move around so that you're flanking with Oddysey.
I'm
Oddysey
flanking
is
with
sort of
Oddysey.
like...
I'm prone. I don't know
I
if
end up
that
in the...
counts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I guess if I ended up one desk down.
You could just be on the other side of the elf from Odd.
So there's like three people on this desk, and it starts to crack.
Oh yeah, it's definitely having a rough time.
I'm sure this desk is
actually the thorns are probably contributing a lot to its integrity right now.
Oh, I crit because of that actually.
All right, so roll me damage.
Oh god, I can never remember. In 5e, crit is you times the die number, or you roll another one.
Roll me your damage die. What is your damage die?
It's a d6, so that's
okay.
Going to
So
be...
it's going to be 1d6 plus 6 plus strength.
Oh, got it. Okay.
'Cause I play crunchy crits.
That's going to be 12 bludgeoning.
Okay.
For that first one.
Okay. So the first punch, you jump over and you see this creature with this giantling with this sword, this axe made of pure mana and this blade made of pure shadow, and you come across, you jump, you stride, and you punch it directly in the jaw as you're running by it. Maddened by the look of your reinforcements, bloody in the thorns. And the second.
I don't even need the roll. Rolling, I already crit. Rolling would do nothing. Maybe it'd be a 20 crit instead of a 19 crit. So I crit again.
All right.
All right.
And now you have to decide if you're going to start throwing haymakers or not. Wait, that's at level 5, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think I get haymaker yet.
And so what class are you playing, Raylan?
I'm playing a pugilist, so my specialty is punching. Oh my god, I rolled max on that. So that's me 17 bludgeoning.
Okay, so this is a total of 29 damage dealt in this first turn. So you see jumping across. Okay, and this thing is completely bloodied.
Nice.
Its actual form is bloodied now. It looked like an Eladrin that was like bleeding out, but now it's like teeth are falling out as this first elbow to the jaw sort of sends its head back, reeling, and this second uppercut kind of has it stumble backwards. Next up is our is Kendall.
Okie doke. So Kendall, to clarify, cannot see anyone right now, right?
You can hear the sound of punching and the sound of hopping to desks.
You can ask what's
and
going
also the sound of Oddysey bleeding into a bunch of thorns.
on. Just a little.
So
Just a
Kendall's gonna climb up onto this counter.
And let's see. Does an 18 hit?
Sure does.
All right, and so
Oh, wait. Never mind. Continue. Sorry.
a pellet will go through your armor. That is 8 plus 5. So that's 13 damage.
Ouchie mama. And Kendall's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think he's gonna actually just come right back down because that hurt. So 5 up, 5 down. So that's 15, 20, 25, 30. And let's see. What can Kendall even do right now? Do I have to see you all to be able to bless you? Here's a real question.
Let me see.
You can also, I guess, I don't know. I guess you're not close enough. I was going to say there's another desk.
Of your choice within range does not require you to be able to see them.
Are they within range? They are within range. Very good. All right. So, gonna go ahead and pray to Kendrit, and y'all are each of you going to be blessed.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So-
thank you.
Kendall's going to jump up, go, nope, that was a bad idea, jump back down, scuttle over to where he's hearing sounds, stay behind the counter this time, and then pray real hard to Kendrit.
And so, for the first time, Llewellyn and
Celestrina.
Celestrina.
You can just
I
call me
need to
Trina
write
for now, if that's easier.
Trina, Celestrina. So for the first time, Celestrina and Llewellyn, you feel this kind of this grit of black sand, and then this cold of fog kind of roll over your skin, but you feel it kind of refining your technique and making you feel stronger.
Cool.
Next up
Look
is
forward to your next attack roll or saving throw.
Well, until you're
anything
done.
as a bonus action.
Nope.
All right, let's go. Celestrina. Hey.
Hey,
Hey-o.
good job. Look at you.
Yeah, proud of you. So let me see.
I did a thing.
I was gonna. Okay. Yes, I am going to use I'm going to use a warlock feature, which is different from Warden, because I am both of those things. So I am multi-classed again. Yeah, sorry everyone. To Warden and Warlock.
Multi-classing in this economy?
Exactly. No. So I'm going to use Fey Presence.
And what pact are you?
I am packed. Well, spoilers, I guess. But I'm.
Oh, okay. Well, if you don't want to tell us,
I'm packed of. Or I don't have a pact. The pact is a 3rd level feature. I have 3 levels of Warden and 1 level of Warlock. My patron is the Archfey patron.
There you go.
So I have Fey presence. I can cause each creature in a 10-foot cube to make a wisdom saving throw. And it doesn't say, like, as many creatures as I want. It's just all of them. So everyone has to make a wisdom saving throw within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
And any creatures that fail their saving throws I get to pick charmed or frightened.
So they rolled a 19.
Okay, that is going to succeed, so nothing happens to them.
Okay.
And then you said anybody?
Yeah.
10 foot, you said?
If you fail
Yep.
your saving
So
throw...
you have to throw it, Odyssey.
If you fail your saving throw...
I did fail my saving
Great,
throw.
you're charmed by me until the end of my next turn.
I also failed my saving throw.
You're both charmed by me until the end of my next turn, which means you cannot attack me and you cannot target me with harmful abilities or magical effects.
Ah, that just like throughout my next turn.
I know.
Odd's eyes get really big and he just goes, so
Yeah, right.
shiny.
It's like Brock when he meets Nurse Joy for the first time.
I'll flavor it too. But yeah, and I also have advantage on any ability check to interact socially with you. None of which will matter, but it does say each creature, so I figured I'd make you make saves. Yeah, so you see what you see, what I don't see because Celestrina is blind. But what you see is Celestrina just got like trash canned by, because not quite dumpster, it was just blinded, trash canned by the color spray. She didn't close her eyes soon enough, and now she can't see anything. So, but also, you know, she's still kind of like weird looking with the shadows, oil slick effect. And so you see just like suddenly a swarm of like ethereal butterflies just kind of like come out of nowhere and then like fly upwards and outwards and disappear. And you think that's really cool.
I'm thinking very much like the rose petals in animes,
Yeah.
100%.
but with
Right.
butterflies.
Senbon Sakura.
Kurama all over again.
Anything as your action?
That is actually an action.
Oh,
Yeah. My bonus actions are more in demand. By the way, the shadows are gone.
oh no! Wait, the orb of shadow everyone's standing in?
Yeah, it's gone. It's only lasts one turn.
Nice.
Oh no!
I like how whoever wasn't able to see is now going to see, like, and it's just like literally a mosh has broken out in the span of like 6 seconds.
Chaos.
So, I guess my question is, did I hear Kendall get hit by a shot?
No, you did not hear anything.
Why?
I mean, I feel like Kendall probably
unless-
would have cried out a little bit.
Oh yes, then you would have heard Kendall get hit. You would have heard that end of it.
Are they still shooting at us? Really? I'm asking. Actually.
And you will see
In character.
another shot will go off. Llewellyn does a 22 is gonna hit.
Actually, no, 22 doesn't hit. No.
Okay, wait. Now I am going to use my reaction.
Oh.
I have from Warden, I have a fighting style and I have the protection fighting style, so I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage.
Hey.
And it's a nat 1.
Sick.
Okay, it doesn't. Nothing else happens. So the shot you see kind of reaching out, magic through blindness as though it were instinct. Celestrina reaches out. So you're wearing a shield.
Yeah.
So reaches out her shield and dinks this mana pellet away from Llewellyn. And now your bonus action.
Will be to make more shadows.
More shadows.
Yeah,
Great.
we're getting shot at, so I think going back
man.
in is a good idea.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, I think that's good. That's a good. Anytime.
All right, so this orange bit is covered again. Or wait, sorry. This orange bit is covered again. Next up is Oddysey. You are face down in the weeds, but you're safe as long as you don't move.
So if I stand up, am I going to
Hey,
take
Odd, you still
damage?
move.
Nope,
Still
you're
move,
good.
Odd.
Okay, so I will stand up. Is that my
Very
movement?
carefully.
Nope, that's half your movement.
I mean, it
So
doesn't
you-
matter. I'm
snag
not
your
going. I'm
clothes.
not going anywhere right now.
You're not careful to snag.
Yeah, very gingerly. Odd will get up, taking extra care, of his bag, which Josephine is inside of.
Josephine, the undersold MVP of season 1.
I know. I gotta bring Josephine in more. She just
Yes.
she needs more. She wants more action.
She
Anyway,
needs more
uh,
airtime.
this guy's looking not too good.
No, he's bloodied.
Okay, I am gonna start with my bonus action and curse him, jinx him. Sorry,
You're gonna do a jinxie poo.
gonna do a jinx.
All right, that's a nat 20 on the save.
Oh, he does make that then.
My
that's
knee-jerk reaction from the last time I played with Molly as a DM just went off for a minute there.
What's the knee-jerk
I
reaction?
I had a mages. I played a mages, so my ability was I could go reaction, make no he didn't, and then they would have to reroll.
Nice.
So
I
my
wish.
instinct to waffle nat 20s is right there again.
Unfortunately, no. It seems like he just he cannily avoids my jinx. But I am gonna try and stab him with a dagger.
All right, shoot your shot.
You should have advantage
You do
why
have
do I
advantage.
because of
Why do I have
flanking.
Flanking.
advantage? Oh, because of flanking. I rolled really well, so I probably don't need it, but I will anyway, just in case I crit. Nope. Okay, so dirty 20 then.
Yeah, hits.
Okay, great. Just a dagger. That's gonna be 4 damage. Oh wow.
Hey,
Oh,
you know what?
wow.
Every little bit
A
counts.
whole-
Okay.
A whole 4.
Okay, folks.
All right, cool. So we're up to 30 damage dealt to this thing. Next, next up is our friend here. Cool. So the first thing that they're going to do is they are going to hack out at our friend. You regain sight is the first thing that happens.
I think I don't actually. I was just looking at color spray. I think that I'm still blinded until the end of their turn, if it works the same way as the spell, which means you still get advantage on this attack if you're attacking me.
Great. So then
But you also
am
get
going-
disadvantage if you attack me, so I guess they cancel out probably.
So it's just a regular attack. Let's see. It doesn't particularly matter because you see them kind of take this axe and they flourish it quickly. Let me make sure that this is the
The
thing.
mana
Yep.
axe.
Great. And so they're going to swing this mana axe around. They do a full 360 spin and they get a nat 20.
Oof. Okay, wait. I'm gonna use my reaction actually
Okay.
to cast silvery barbs.
Nice.
Slivery bad.
Yay!
Nice.
All right.
So
what does that
reroll
do?
Magically distract the targeting creature, turns its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. So the targeting creature has to reroll the d20 and use the lower roll. And then I can also choose another creature that I can see and give them advantage on their next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw for the next minute.
Cool beans.
Ooh.
So, this attack comes down, and it is a And
I'll give that to Celestrina because I'm charmed
so
by her
does an
beauty.
18 hit you, Celestrina?
Nope.
All right. Does an 18 hit? So as it arcs around, this same hit, or wait, if it misses one, does it miss all? Is that how it works?
Yeah, pretty sure that is. Mhm.
Yeah. So it hits it. So does who doesn't the 18 hit?
Just me. Or
All right, cool.
Me.
So
I don't know,
it'll
just assuming.
that'll be seven slashing damage as it spins around, and then it will swing out with its bonus action on using the Shadow Blade. So it'll be a 21 to hit, Celestina.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then we do 2d8. So it'll be 9 psychic damage from
Ouch.
the Shadow Blade.
But the first attack hit all of us. Is that right?
You
First
two, but not
attack
me.
hits
Right.
the other 2 of you.
Okay.
Yep.
I am very low in hit points. I have 5 hit points.
And then next up is Llewellyn.
You did that
Oh,
one. Yeah,
And it
normal,
has
yeah.
and you have advantage against attacking it.
All right.
And I can see.
And you
Ooh.
can see.
Woohoo.
And I don't know if you heard me, Celestina, but I gave you the
Advantage.
advantage. Okay, cool.
So you're not gonna believe it. This is gonna be a big season of I'm going to punch it.
Do
I don't
you
know
have
why.
the haymaker yet?
No,
Is that
that's level
something-
5.
Level 5, yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna
Every
be-
time you say punch it, I just hear the bop it sound. Punch it.
See, I actually
Stop
might miss.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
them all ingrained in my brain, so I can fling it.
11?
11 damage?
No to hit.
No, absolutely
That is
not.
so not a good sign when they go,
Wait,
damage?
with
No.
with advantage.
You have your D4 from blessing.
You do
Oh
have
yeah,
a
the
D4 from blessing,
blessing.
but it
I
is a
know.
16 AC.
So that's not gonna really
no,
help.
I factored all of that in and still got that 6.
All right,
The
so what else
advantage
do we
gave
get?
me a whopping nat 1, so that did not help me.
Well, in
all right,
the sense that you didn't get the nat 1.
Yes. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to use my Moxie. I'm going to use one of my Moxie points so I can attack. Yeah, I have to remember those are there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I read through the
but I don't
Pugil's
think that's
class 'cause
gonna-
it's awesome.
I don't think that's going to save a 6, though.
If it's an ace or
Will you-
a
you
face
should-
card,
Will you remind us how that works? How that power works?
Oh, you're using the Cardigan.
we're using
Inspiration?
Cardic Inspiration.
Oh, okay.
And Cardic Inspiration is really cool because they're going to pick a number. I'm going to draw that number of cards, and the card that comes up on top will be the bonus that they get. So right now, let's say that they picked a 3. I got the 5 of hearts. They would get a +5 to their roll. And they get 1 card each time that we start a session.
Wow.
And you don't get to hold them over. You only get 1 each session.
But I'm going to use a Moxie point so I can attack twice on my bonus action at least, so I
Cool.
can maybe recover that.
So did you use Cardic Inspiration or not?
No.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought.
I got a nat 20, so that's better.
Woo!
Nice.
Alright.
We're making a
Give me
comeback.
damage. Give me DiMaggio.
Let's see, that's going to be a 3 plus 6 plus 3. This could be 12 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then my second bonus action one from Moxie, the old 1-2 we love to see her. Does this one have advantage right now?
Yeah.
Okay. See if I crit. No. But that's gonna be 23. So that'll be
23 damage.
no to hit. Oh goodness, I wish.
So you crit. What was the damage on the crit?
Oh no, I didn't crit the second time. I got an 18 on the die.
What was the crit the first time? How much damage
Oh.
was that?
That was. Can I have that number, please? I've been running these through a calculator because I don't have brain cells. This would be 12 bludgeoning.
Okay, so up to 42 dealt.
And then this attack will be 4 bludgeoning.
All right, so up to 46 dealt. Cool. And this is this giantling in front of you with the man axe is in dire straits, and the shadow blade is dispelled as he loses concentration on it.
Pugilists are really good at disrupting
Yeah.
concentration.
Kendall, you're up.
It's me. Hi. I'm Kendall. It's me.
I'm
Kendall's
the
gonna
Kendall.
I'm the
it's
Kendall.
me.
It's me.
step this way.
Oh yeah, we still had the
And-
D4s.
You guys are still obscured, yeah?
Yeah,
You did get a glimpse of it for
Re-obscured.
about a
it
second.
went down and came back up.
So you have a rough idea of where everything is.
All right. Actually, maybe I'll move him back for a second because he would have seen where y'all were. Kendall is going to. When he did see y'all, did anybody look badly off?
Me, I have 5
Yeah.
hit points.
Yeah, your new friend looked pretty worse for the wear.
All right. Well, he's going to. He's not doing great, so I don't think he wants to get up and like.
You could call to me like, does anyone need help? And I can tell you something interesting.
Tell me something interesting.
Well, spoilers. Are you gonna do it or not?
If
Now you have
anyone
to.
will help, I can't see you.
Yes. I could use a lot of help. I can get myself over there in a sec if that works for you.
Yeah, that would be very good.
Great.
You know what's crazy? Chill touch doesn't require being able to see the creature. It just requires a clear shot, which I'm not sure if I would call this a clear shot, but it doesn't say a creature you can see. Anyways.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, so what
Some
I'm
interesting
communicating
factoid.
here, as an Eladrin, I can teleport. So I can get
We
myself
can
out
do
of here.
that.
So just, I mean, I'm doing it sort of convolutedly, but yes, Eladrin can canonically teleport, and I can mechanically
Yeah.
teleport. So, yeah, you could, if you do some sort of like, first of all, if I can just go hide next to you, and then you can heal me next turn, but you can also like delay or ready or whatever, if you want
I
to
think
heal
I'm
me.
gonna delay. Already. As soon as I can see somebody, as soon as I can see one of my allies who is hurt, I'd like to ready an action to be able to healing word them.
Okay. You do that. Next up. Anything else? Next up is Celestrina. And the shadow goes down again, right?
Yep, which I guess means that you get to heal me right now.
Okay. So a shot goes out at Llewellyn, and a shot goes out at Celestrina. Celestrina does a 16 hit.
No.
All right. So you see a shot bounces off of kind of buries itself in the forearm of Llewellyn, and Llewellyn just picks it out and flicks it. And another one dings off of the armor of Celestrina. And then what do you do next?
Kendall.
Healing word.
Yeah.
Healing
So I
word.
can see her now.
Now that you can see me.
So that'll be. Let me just.
Do we have any clues about the source of the darts? Like which direction? Like if they were hidden, then like attacking or whatever. I don't know if it's like a machine.
They're coming
Take
from.
healing.
They're coming from it down the channel,
Yeah, and it's we
like
can't
towards
see.
the bookcases. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
Did you hear me take 6 healing?
No, thanks. Okay. So that's actually great. Okay.
Molly's missing. at
And
the
this
minute.
the one in front of you is mortal.
Yes, and I have a.
There we go.
Well, I guess. Still, I'm not like. I mean,
And you have advantage on attacking it.
I have advantage, and I also have advantage on anything else I do.
It's true.
Yeah. So, given all of those things, I I think that what I would like to do. Oh yeah, I have this, but that's not really. It's not really very helpful. Oh, and this. No, that's not very helpful either. I mean, I can just attack it. And if it's mortal, I just don't think I'm gonna like kill it. Whereas once Llewellyn gets to go, then it's all kind of moot.
Punchy, fisty, fisty.
You know what I am gonna do though is take 6 points of healing, and then I'm gonna jump. Well,
You know that you could potentially spare another round of attacks because you know that Llewellyn recently clocked this guy upside the head twice, and that this guy is looking as though he will get another attack off before Llewellyn gets a chance to clobber him.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna just
Unless
clobber
you want to
them.
bet on Oddysey daggering.
Well, maybe we both need to work together then. Because I don't think that Yeah.
I could do a more damage dealy spell. I was not expecting him to be so robust, which was my bad.
I'm gonna just take my staff and try and whack. Or wait, no. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I'm gonna try and. Oh no! I know what I'm gonna do. Great. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna jump over here.
Okay. It's gonna take an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay. It has disadvantage.
18 and a 6, so it misses.
Great. Now I'm going to use Mark of Shadows, which is another Shadow Warden feature.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I'm going to essentially like throw shadows towards this giantling and pull it towards me.
Adora, you heard it here. You heard it here first. Adora is officially throwing shade.
I sure am.
On all on the table, a formerly transverse production.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the giant. There's no save. It just gets pulled towards me into the thorns.
Okay, so it will take 2d4 damage.
Cool.
That's 7, and it's dead.
Nice.
Hey.
Good job.
Okay. I am going to go over here and well, we've got some form of cover, I guess, from the bench thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't need to. I don't really have any. Oh yes, right. Okay. Just in case. How about that? I'm going to use a cantrip. I'm going to use Pitifulness, which is a cantrip from the Ultimate Adventurer's Handbook, which is, I think, Benjamin Huffman.
Ross Leiser and Benjamin Huffman.
Yeah. So, sorry, I thought I was going to do necessary. All it means is that, oh, well, that's not very helpful. Oh, whatever. Yeah. I have to be able to see the creature that's attacking me for it to do anything. Whenever a creature that I can see and that can see me makes an attack against me, I can impose disadvantage. That's wait. Am I gonna do? They already have. Oh no, I guess ranged attacks. Okay. But I can't see them. But I do it anyway. You see, like butterflies, like kind of swarm around me and like land on me in kind of little cute ways. And you just don't want to hurt random butterflies. You know, they're perched on my head and stuff. So that's all. That's for me. I'm just hiding.
All right, so you see these pitiful little butterflies fluttering around Clementine, and you see Oddysey. It's your turn. Sorry, I get to narrate this. Clarissa.
It can't start with a K sound because Kendall starts with a K.
Oh man,
Celestrina reaches out this hand of shadow, this kind of grip of flittering shadowy butterflies, and rips this giant down off the desk into these thorns and throws it to the bottom, and it gets shredded like ground meat running through a processor. And there's just giant blood in a puddle next to Oddysey, or giant fluid.
Sorry.
Oddysey, it's your turn.
Okay. So the big circle is a table that's cracked?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Anna's just I'm gonna take a step back with all of my friends here.
Is there is there fire in this room?
You see kind of if further back in the room there is some smoke coming up, but you don't see an active blaze.
So, out of curiosity, back towards where it's darkness, what is preventing us from seeing back there? Is it like the book? Is like
Rows of
bookshelves or?
bookshelves.
Okay, got it.
You kind of see 4 rows of bookshelves.
Okay.
Is there another entrance to this room?
There are windows on the outside of the building.
Okay.
So that enter where?
There are windows. Let's see if I can ping. Ping.
We're not seeing pings.
There's one there. There's one there.
Oh, yeah.
There's one here. And there's one here.
Okay, how many rounds would it take to get out there?
I'd say you would be able to get around to the other side in 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Okay.
Yeah, I would say to get to the further set of windows, it would take 2 complete rounds, and then you could go in on the 3rd round.
So I guess we probably just let the place burn down, right? We've taken care of everything else.
Listen, you're new to the group.
What group? You came to reinforce us.
To the group of Kendall, the group of Kendall and I, and our other friends who aren't here now because you're here.
So they left because of me?
Llewellyn shouts over the bramble.
Yeah.
Seeing like lasers are pointing at the back of his head.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. probably ain't even seeing that.
So Odd,
thanks for the information.
Let's see here. Let me actually measure it out for you. So there's 15. There's 10. There is 30. There is 60. So yeah, so it would be, I would say in 2 rounds with the dash action, you could get to the furthest back window. And then you'd have a bonus action left.
Or you could teleport.
Or you could teleport, that's what I was thinking.
You could teleport outside through the window. And then walk the rest of the way.
I can teleport?
You're an Eladrin. You get to teleport like twice a day, I think, right now. And it's a bonus action. You can teleport and dash together at the same time.
I thought I was an Eladrin creature and I got so excited that I had so much cool.
Yeah, you were like, oh, I'm going to cast Banishment.
You still get cool stuff.
It was sleep. So I was like, this is reasonable. I could see sleep being a thing that I had. Anyway, I'm going to... Can I converse with my Teemo over here for a second, Molly, or is that going to take too much time?
I'd say that we're like coming up against like what is realistic for a 6-second interval of combat.
Sure. Okay, Odd's gonna, because I mean, Odd isn't gonna be able to break through a window really anyway, so I'm gonna wait.
The windows are broken in
already.
They're pre-broken.
They're pre-broken.
Okay, great. Yeah,
broken.
I'm gonna start making my way.
Debris.
Making my way downtown.
So are you still? So let's say
that you
I
never.
was here. Yeah, I
you
was
were
here.
here-ish.
Mm.
And so you hop up. Where are you going?
No teleport?
Wait, I can. If I'm here, I was here. I can get
You
out
are?
through the back door, through this back table without taking damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do that. I'm not going to jump up on that other table. So
Okay.
let's see. 5, 10, 15, 5. What is this? That puts me like here-ish. 30 feet. Is that right? I'll
Yep.
take a dash action.
Okay.
Uh,
So dash will get you like here.
okay, great. Here we
So
go.
You see Oddysey just pick up and just scoot out of the building. Llewellyn, you're up.
All right. I'm going to We've been talking about it a whole lot. I'm gonna teleport.
Nice.
Let me see how far that'll get me. Right there. Perfect. Out of the thorns.
Nice.
So then I'm gonna go up. Okay. No. Undo the ruler. No more ruler. Free me from ruler. I think I got it. There we go. And then I'm going to.
What do you see? I
No.
can't.
Now I need to
tell the folks
move,
at home.
please.
This is why I don't use the ruler anymore. I've been burned
5,
too many times.
10.
That's not 10
15.
because you moved up and over. It's 5.
It
Oh.
is 10. It's
It's 10?
5e.
Oh.
It's not 3.5.
I can move on
My bad.
diagonals in this.
No, you
in
can't.
This, in this
I'm
game.
just lying.
You can move
let's see.
on diagonals. Space is non-Euclidean in 5th edition.
What?
5, and then let me count ahead. 10, 15, 20, 25.
But
I
you
can get it
said
right
you
there.
just
There
said
we
it's
go.
the opposite.
If you move on a diagonal, it's 5.
That's what I was saying.
If
If
you
you go
move-
up and over,
Oh,
you can just do diagonal instead.
that's true. I misunderstood.
Valid. Sorry.
And then I see a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
So then.
Well, it's not glowing. I let it. This fairy fire's been
Yeah,
gone
that was
since the beginning. By the way.
I'll take. You know what? I'll take my action to. Oh, that's gonna make a mess if I do that. I'll dash.
All right. And so you get over here and you see 2 giants lying on the ground with small glowing mana rifles. And they sort of have their rifles wedged between books. So you haven't seen them. They've sort of been firing down narrow, like merlins that they've sort of found in the spaces in between broken bookshelves.
Where are they?
Clever.
I'm just gonna for the folks at home.
Can you see that?
I can see the bottom of it.
All right. So they're in that row there.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
How many of them were there?
2.
Cool.
Cool.
Mana rifles. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. I want one of
Mana
those.
rifles.
It sounds like I may or may not be in a lot of trouble.
Well, you've
I
done all the
think
things you
that's
can
it for
do.
me. Yeah.
It's been kind of a long day, and my brain was like, banana rifles. Banana rifles.
rifles. Ring,
I wish we had
Banana
banana
rifles.
rifles.
banana rifles.
I'm having bananas instead of arcane rifles. Sounds a lot cooler right now.
Okay.
So what would you like to
Yep.
do to you have still 20 feet left, Llewellyn.
Oh yeah, let me
Maybe go back a little.
Okay, I got. I was gonna say I know how guns work. I'll move closer. No,
They,
then
they do
they
kind of
can't
work that
shoot
way,
good.
right? They can
Right.
get disadvantage.
So I'm going to go. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. Oh, I can go right there.
Yeah, so I would say you could
Sweet.
run right over them because they're laying prone.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're laying prone. That's very
Yeah.
good.
Give them a. Hey there.
That'll give you advantage.
Llewellyn nods. Next up is the giant. Let's see, which one are you? Oh, you're not
You're
dead.
still cursed with Irish.
That one. Well, they're going to throw their damage at you. They don't you see. So they're going to attempt to stand up and make an improvised weapon attack with your
Yeah.
rifle.
For a grand, they are going to hit because they got an 18 plus strength, which is 21, but it is only going to be 4 damage as they stand up, and as they're standing up, they like, smash you in the head with this thing, and they're like this, and knock your head back a bit, and then they go in for another one. That's a 4, and they miss, so you knock the other one out of it, and you're like, you're in your element now. Like,
It's all you.
Let me make a con save. Oh wait, no, you didn't hit them. Never mind.
Can we see them now?
Next up, you can't. No.
Because they stood up.
Look, there's bookshelves between you and Llewellyn.
They were shooting between these little like crevices, basically. So that's why we couldn't see them, even though they were shooting at us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is Adora for I'm not happy about that.
No.
Kendall, you're up.
Yeah, it sucks.
I look like I could use a lot more healing if you have any left.
Sure am up, huh?
Out of character. I'm at 11.
Looking rather bloody. It's
Yeah.
not in season.
Looking a little.
Well, actually, you know what?
A little red.
It's contributing to the oil slick effect.
All right, healing word. Let's take 5.
You have plenty of life to give.
And yes, I do have plenty of life to give, don't I?
He's got all his life to give.
Now I'm up to
He'll
16
survive.
out of 31, which
He will
means
survive.
that I'm no longer oil slick.
If only we had a dancer that could do staying power right now.
Yeah, I've got 4 whole hit dice to spend. Some of them are D10s. Most of them.
And so Kendall can see these windows, yeah?
Yeah.
Question then. What's outside of these windows over yonder?
North or south?
Try to ping them and it's just not working.
Okay.
Hang on.
Yeah.
North or south? Oh, down there?
South.
What's outside of them?
Yeah.
Bushes?
Bushes that are traversable or bushes that are basically walls?
Traversable.
Okay. Kendall's gonna healing word Celestrina and then go, I'm going to try and see if I can find my way around.
Okay.
And
So you want to chase after Oddysey?
yeah, he's gonna go.
Join me.
Yep,
Feel
that's
much
where we
more
are.
comfortable outdoors.
All right. So how many was that?
Great
30?
outdoors.
Okay,
What?
cool, great. That's where Kendall's at.
Yeah, so you'd be like there. All right. Then the other person is still lying down prone. They are going to look over at Llewellyn, just kind of shift around prone, line up, and take a shot at you because you're still within range.
Yeah.
Are you next to them?
That's an 23. No.
Probably the one that's a little further away. I'm assuming is
Yeah.
taking the shot. Yeah.
Well, I
Yep, so
didn't know there
12.
was a further away one because I can't see.
There's 2. Yeah.
And then that'll be 3d6 piercing, so that's 5. Plus 6, that's 11 piercing damage. As the shot goes off in this
I believe I have something that I can use as a reaction. How much is that in total?
11. 6. 5 plus 6 is 11.
Okay. I'm going to that did
that.
it. Let me see if that's a reaction.
You gonna brace
that I
up?
have. Yep.
Brace up.
What
let me look for
subclass of
it.
pugilist are you?
I went with what was it called? Is it the
The sweet science.
the sweet science? There it is. I just found the yep. I went with the
Nice.
sweet science. So it's you're extra good at punching.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is it yes? Cool. Oh no, bonus action is brace up. There's something that it's. Oh, I thought it was
It's one of your
reaction.
moxie
Sweet
spells?
science
It is
gives you a thing that works with melee attacks.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. It's bloodied but unbowed.
Oh.
All right. What does that do?
There it is.
Oh yeah, when you get
So-
reduced to half.
Half. Yep. I can use my reaction to gain temporary hit points equal to 3 times my pugilist level, and I can regain all of my moxie points.
Nice.
Cool. So how much temporary hit? So that's 12 temporary hit points.
Yep.
Nice.
Cool. So
Raylan, all I'm saying is the color that your of the skin that your character sketches is not the same color as the Kool-Aid Man.
it's definitely not the same color as the Kool-Aid Man.
I mean, it's not the same color.
We can have the same cat.
No, it's not the same. What?
Isn't he like a maroony red? I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering the Kool-Aid Man.
And Llewellyn is like
But
pink.
Llewellyn is pink.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's a shit. Listen.
Now I'm confused.
Did you grow up with a different?
I guess I grew up in an alternate world with a different Kool-Aid Man than you guys. It's fine. You're just revealing me as an extra dimensional being. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried
Either
about
that,
it.
or we just discovered that you
I don't
The
know.
are.
Kool-Aid Man is like
Racial
bright
things.
red.
You
We just
have
learned you're from a different
colorblindness.
timeline.
Close.
Fine.
We learned today. What did we learn? What did we learn today? We learned that that Scarlet deals with some red color blindness.
Apparently
Next
so.
up is Celestrina. Hey.
I know it's me anytime you just like stop. Like this will go away. So, okay. Those people, okay, so I'm like, you doing all right over there?
It could be a little better, but there's company over here.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to move up here onto the thing. How big is this? This seems pretty big.
What?
The thorn area is that there's still a thorn area, right?
There's still thorns. Yep.
And so how big is that space?
It's 40 feet across.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, that
You
seems
could
good.
jump, warp, and you'd be there. You'd be on the other side.
Yeah, that's the plan. Jump, and I'm gonna use Fey Touched to do Misty Step as a bonus action.
Hell yeah. All right.
Whatever the most optimal way there is to kind of just jump from table to table, and then I get wreathed in shadow, and then it swirls upwards into like a cylinder that gets smaller and smaller, and then I zoop over to over here.
All right. So you do that.
And so what do I see from over here?
What you see.
Okay. Well, okay. So I should know where like Llewellyn is, I think.
They are a row of shelves over.
So my goal is to get over here so that I can see them.
All right.
So if I can see, I could just look through the like bookshelves from here maybe, because there's like it's not as far away, so there's like more holes or something.
You might be able to tell that there's a Llewellyn shaped figure and a giant shaped figure like there.
The
in
bookshelves
the next
are
row, but
taller than the giants.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They're giantlings. They're not
Right.
They're not full beans.
Well, if I think that they're like over here, I'm trying to do geometry. Like if I just from back where I was, if I teleport out and then just walk diagonally this direction, could I see them like diagonally this direction, you know?
I don't understand.
So if I were to try to get line of sight to them, you know what? It's not that important. I will just do other things. I will just run, I think. Where's my
Okay.
Character sheet. There we go. Yes, I will just run. Oh yeah, I'm still pitiful. That's right. That's great. I will run so I get another movement and I'm kind of somewhere over here. Cool.
Okay. And so you see one is lying on the ground, And then you see the other is, and it just took a shot at Llewellyn, and the other is kind of scuffling with Llewellyn hand to hand.
Okay. I can't do anything else, but I am gonna run up to this, and again, I'm gonna stand menacingly over it.
All right, wicked. So, with that being said, kind of diving into their fey magic, these two Eladrin that are elves from the Ethereal Isles have joined up with, have ran forward, bamfing themselves directly into danger, and now are hovering over the assailants that have been peppering them with projectiles from the other side of the room. As this happens, you see Oddysey and Kendall are running at full speed, trying to get around the building and down the way so that they might hop in a window and be of assistance. And that is where we will pick up next time. Thank you so much for joining us for another awesome adventure here on the Concord Nilmanagi. We are so excited to bring you this season 2. We're so excited. What an awesome ad Raylan has been. So thank you so much for joining us. And we're so excited to bring another 7 episodes for you with season 2. Thank you so much for giving your time, our folks, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.